Hey, what's up, Big Nation? This is David Labby with Big Man Fitness coming to you today on May 30th, 2017. It's Wednesday. It's Tuesday. Sorry. It's Tuesday today. And tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's the 31st. Just making a quick video today on what's going on in my life, what's happening with my weight loss journey, and how I've come this how I feel that I've done coming this far. So let's just be honest. Let's be straightforward. I so far have lost over 100 pounds, right? Altogether. In the past 3 months, I've lost 60 pounds, right? I still have a few more days until my 13th week is done. I'm really excited about it. Don't get me wrong. I really don't know where it's going to lead for the next 13 months, but I do have a few goals. So I was 408 pounds. I'm now down to just about 295. And I finish up my last weigh-in on this Saturday. Well, technically this Sunday will be my final weigh-in and my final upload for this aspect of the series, because I just wanted to do a daily vlog and track myself and keep myself motivated, and it's helped. It has helped keeping myself motivated, and talking to you guys and seeing what some of your journeys have been about have really inspired me to keep going. And so many people give up even if things, especially when things aren't perfect. They're like, oh, I didn't eat right every single day. I didn't exercise every single day. Neither did I. I did a little bit. So what I focused on was doing a little bit of something every single day, and that has made all the difference. It has made all the difference. Every day I just held myself accountable. There was just one strict thing that I kept on, and the rest I left a little bit of flexibility. So this coming month, I'm going to be taking a second aspect and being a lot more strict on that as well. But you have to pick and choose your battles. Whenever I went out to eat, I made sure I picked the right foods. But, there was a couple of times I considered it a cheat meal because I ended up eating a house salad vinaigrette, or I ended up having the house Italian dressing, and there's no way to you can ask questions about, like, how much sugar is in this, how much carbs. Do you guys have a nutritional fact for your any nutrition facts for your dressings? I had to go over those, but sometimes you go out to eat and you forget, like, oh crap, I didn't exactly bring my salad dressing with me, and sometimes some people are a little extreme like that. I've done it. A couple of times I've gone out to eat with my wife, and I brought a little, 4-ounce container with 2 to 3 ounces of salad dressing in it, so that way I could have a salad dressing and just order a salad with, like, salmon on top or chicken on top or something like that. Hold yourself accountable, but don't beat yourself up. That's the worst thing, where you come so far and then you have these hiccups, and then you feel like you have to start over fresh. Like, oh, this weekend's shot. I might as well just go eat a box of Twinkies or Ho-Hos. My thing was devil dogs. Yes, I would go and devour an entire box of devil dogs in one go. And I'm disgusted by it. I'm actually disgusted by it now. I think of myself stuffing my face. I laugh about it, but 12 freaking devil dogs, I would do that in a few hours, in less than a couple of hours. I would hang out with my buddies. I would go. And we would sit down, we'd hang out, watch a movie, do nothing, just watching a movie, chilling, hanging out. Don't get me wrong, that's cool and all. I still hang out with my buddies, but like we would sit down and we would just devour a ton of food. And I would buy my own snacks, right? I'd go over there and I would share, but I didn't want to bring any home. At least that was my idea. That was my thought in my head. I didn't want to bring any home, so I'd have like a couple of candy bars with me. I'd have a bag of chips. I'd have a couple of bags of chips. I would have a box of Devil Dogs. So I'd share the chips and everything like that, and I'd pass out a couple of Devil Dogs, and then I would just eat the entire thing myself. And I want you to understand that this is a behavioral issue. It's about our behavior. When you know that you're not doing the right thing, right? A lot of times we're just dismissive of it, and we try and placate ourselves and try and understand, what we try to make ourselves think that we're understanding what we're actually doing, but we're harming ourselves. We're getting instant gratification. We're filling a void in something. We're trying to transfer the pain of something else onto the food. So we're trying to eat away that pain. And some people are like, well, that's crap. That's bull crap. It's not. It's not. You can't just treat the symptom. You have to treat the underlying problem. The symptom is overeating. The problem was emotional constipation. It's the best way that I can really describe it. And so, you didn't want to deal with certain things, and it was easier to have that instant gratification than it was to actually tackle the emotional aspects, and also the fortitude that it takes to continue eating healthy. But let me get it straight. It's actually not that hard to eat healthy. It's really not. There's a lot of delicious food out there, like amazing food. And I have my times when I binged ate healthy food. And that's not 100% good, but that's 1,000 times better than doing anything, like eating a box of Devil Dogs. I'd rather eat a huge salad with, extra salad dressing, homemade salad dressing, versus, going and eating half a cake. I'd rather have an extra portion of salmon and vegetables and drink a ton of water, than go and do something horrible. Focus on your quality, guys. Quality over quantity at first. The quality of the food is going to make a difference in your body over time. And then it's all about intake and outtake, but it's not perfect. Calories in, calories out, that's not the equation. It's about quality in, quality out. So taking time and getting the right food, but then taking a little bit of time, just even doing minor things. Like I've started, doing, 10 squats before I eat anything. I'm only eating twice a day. Technically 3 if you include my bulletproof coffee. But I only have 2 meals a day, and I'm doing intermittent fasting. I haven't been perfect on that. Sometimes I've eaten at as late as 8:30 at night. The latest that I did was like at 9. But for the most part, I was always done before 8, around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And my window was between 12 and 8. There were some mornings when I had a lot of things to do and I was going to be out all day. I wasn't going to be able to come home. And I didn't have anything prepped. It was easier for me to eat breakfast in the morning than it was to eat lunch in the afternoon. So I would eat breakfast, have a bulletproof coffee in the afternoon, and that would hold me over until I finally had dinner, right? Setting yourself up, understanding your lifestyle, right? Knowing your lifestyle and understanding where these things are at in your life and how you can incorporate them into your life. Be strategic. Own up to your mistakes. Own up to that imperfection, because it's never going to be perfect. You can have plans up the wazoo, and I swear to God, something's going to come in and it's just going to throw a wrench in there. It's going to happen. Something's going to, And if you're one of the lucky ones, sorry, I got an itch on my wrist. So, if you're one of the lucky ones I didn't have any problems for the first couple of weeks. There was a couple of minor ones, but like nothing. And then it was week 3, 4, and 5. I don't even remember like all the videos that I've made, if I've talked about any of the things, but like week 3, 4, and 5, there was just complications with family, with loved ones. Same thing with, throughout the last couple of months, there's been some crazy things going on in my life. And it definitely threw a wrench in my gearbox, as well as with my sprained ankle. I had to find ways around exercising with a sprained ankle, with an injury, a severe injury. It's not just one of those light sprains. This is one of those ones that, like, if I don't take care of this, I might have to have surgery. What do you do? Right? I allowed myself my moment, my 5 minutes of what the heck am I going to do? And then I focused on the solution, not the problem. What's the solution? Do things when there's nothing that you can do. When there's nothing that you can do, do what you can. Because there's always something. There's always something. It may not be the perfect solution, but it's a solution. It's something that you can do. What can you focus on? What can you do? Right? And my choice is to always get better. I'm not going to be perfect. I know that. That's not the point of this. The point was to try and be as good as I possibly could and work around things that came my way. And I did. I did the best that I could. Was there things that I could have done better? 1,000%. There was things that, like I could have, I could have probably, really gone really strict on my caloric intake. I could have been really excessively, I could have been obsessive with my exercise routine and said, oh, screw my recovery time. And I could have probably screwed myself up. I had to adjust, right? If you're doing 100 reps of each exercise for 10 different exercises, that's 1,000 reps. Now, if you're doing that every single day, you don't give yourself enough recovery time. My body's not used to that type of endurance level yet, right? I was getting better, but like I was over 300 pounds. I was 350 something pounds doing that every day. I've gained a lot of muscle. I've lost a lot of fat. I've gained a beard. I love the beard. I'm getting rid of it though, just to let you know. End of the week, it's going to be gone. But so one of the things that I got really excited about was this the samurai sprint that's going on down in Westford, Mass. And I really want to go, and I'm going to be going, but I don't think I'm going to be participating. Why? Because I have an injured ankle, a severely injured ankle. And I'm going to be honest, I'm mad. I'm pissed about it. But I'm not going to let that deter me. I'm not going to go down there and risk having to have surgery just because I wanted to do my graduation day present, right? There are other things that I can do. I'm going to be doing other things that day, but I'm going down. I'm checking out the course. I have other obstacle courses that are coming up this year, right? I'm hoping to get to those. There's other 5Ks that are going to be coming. I'm going to be, my training regimen's going to be, but I'm allowing myself months of healing and rehabilitation before I even attempt those. I'm hoping to be healed up by July. That's what I'm hoping for. But then I have to, there's atrophy. I've been trying to stretch my calf muscle and flex it when I can, but that's attached to my ankle, and it's really difficult. So I adjusted. I had to adjust. I massage it. I keep blood flow to it. I do the best that I can. I keep doing my stretching. I go to the gym now. I've been able to do a couple of push-ups now, on one leg without letting my other leg go, touch the other one. And, so I've been doing sit-ups and push-ups, and, I've been going and using the machines at the gym instead, so that way I can actually work out my legs, doing leg extensions and leg curls and, doing higher rep, lower weights, so that way I'm getting, I'm getting a full-fledged exercise. I'm doing the high repetition, with everything. Only one day a week, and that's making a huge difference for me. That's making a huge difference for me. If I were perfect, though, if I were perfect, my results would probably be a lot better. But I've still gotten really great results. I'm not discouraged because I've already averaged at least 20 pounds a week. 20 pounds a month. I lost 51 pounds the very first 5 weeks, right? I ended up fluctuating with 5 pounds those last couple of weeks, so that's why I believe that a lot of it was water weight. Some of it was water weight, but then I've definitely seen a body transformation. My chest is more defined, not to be weird, man boobs and everything, right? My chest is more defined, my arms are bigger, I definitely have a lot more definition and less fat, so, hey, that's not bad. And I'm not doing this for aesthetics, not fully. Of course I want to look better. Everybody wants to look better, for self-image and also confidence. But my primary reason is I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I'm not diabetic anymore. I don't need chocolate and sugar and all those other things in my life to make me happy. I make myself happy. My family makes me happy. My loved ones make me happy. I make my loved ones happy, and that makes me happy. I find gratification in my work. I find joy in what I do and providing for others. That's where I stand. That's where I stand for my journey. And understanding that and honing in on that, on those principles. Holding on to those principles and understanding that those are what I value. Those are my core values. Family, love, health. That's what I stand for. That's going to help you propel. Find out what your why is. Find out what your why is. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. If you find any value in the information, please hit the like button down below. And remember, guys, be informed, stay motivated, and live big. Who up?